Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Space City Podcast. I'm Mrs. Space City. This is Space City Cannabis. Today's episode, we're going to be talking about vendor collabs and different ways to consume. So, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the channel. Here's Space City.
What up, everybody? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Make sure you guys have your rolls ready. If you guys are waking and baking, I know most of you guys are. First off, thank you guys for tuning in to the Space City Podcast. We got 5 people watching. I do want to apologize. We had to push the stream back about 10 minutes just because we were running a little bit behind. But hey, man, we're here and we're ready to get it going, guys. What do you guys say we go ahead and start off with a little hash hole for the morning, man? Now let me know if you guys like smoking hash holes. This is going to be coming from Cali Blaze, and it's going to be permanent marker times honey banana times papaya rosin, y'all. So you already know we love those Cali Blaze hash holes. They're super fire, and we're excited to check this one out as well. Let's hop into the comments and see what's going on. Space City Cannabis says, "What's up, everyone? Smash that like button." Yes, sir. We got Dennis Haltman said, "What up, Mr. and Mrs. Space?" What's up, Dennis? How you doing, man?
Good morning, Dennis.
Ruben Wall says, "Hey, Space City and Mrs. Space City, what's up?"
What's up, Ruben?
And let us know if you guys can hear the microphones. We're still testing them out. We got 2, but we don't know if it's the same audio coming from them or if we should, use both.
Mic check, mic check. And this hash roll is actually kind of a vendor collab. They're rolled by Strain Chasers. So if you guys remember, we had some other Strain Chasers rolls that were, they're hash rolls that were really, really good. Scumbag, I think, was one that really stood out to me that I remember. So
yeah, the Scumbags hash roll was definitely some super fire. All right, guys, let me go ahead and spark this one up. We can go ahead and get started, y'all.
And I'll show you guys why we were late. We're giving my little baby some pup cups. Go ahead and check out Mrs. Space City on YouTube. I have my little doggies on there, Teddy and Scoobs. You know, they like to smoke with us. Probably a little bit more, but they love it, man.
Oh, man, guys, this hash roll right here definitely smells very nice, guys. You can definitely smell that permanent marker, that honey banana, that papaya. Definitely has like a fruity sour nose to it, which is incredible, guys.
Look at him going on.
Oh shit, we got Tony T. Tony T says, "Salute, smokers." What's up, Tony T?
Where else are you gonna see a weenie?
Oh my God.
Where else are you gonna see a weenie having a pup cup? Well, like you seen this.
All right, guys.
Let's finish that off.
And then we got Scooby. We got one for Scooby too.
Where's Scooby? Can't forget you, okay? Ooh, he got that all over me.
Mm-hmm. Tony T says, "For the first time, it's not perfect timing. 15 minutes to go of the Formula One qualifying." Sheesh, watching some of that F1. Indeed. All right, guys, let me go ahead and spark up this hash roll right quick and let's get it going.
Today's topic was a vendor collab. So drop in the comments, what vendors would you like to see collab? Whether it's like a flower, hash hole, a roll, like anybody that's doing something out there in the cannabis world. What collabs would you guys like to see? What about you? What are you thinking? Who would you like to see finally do some kind of collab together?
I think I would like to see like Tenco and the Firm do something together. Like the Firm is like the company that makes toad venom.
Okay. That's looking good.
Definitely sparked right up. This is going to be that permanent marker times honey banana times papaya. So permanent marker and honey banana flower with that papaya rosin right there, smack dab in the center. Great way to start out the morning with a nice little donut. We got the homie K-Ham pulling up. K-Ham said, "What up, everybody? Replace the roll up for Weenie Wednesday." Weenie Wednesday.
I'm going to have the weenies rolling. I'm going to use their paws to roll like that.
But yeah, I think a vendor collab that I would definitely like to see is the Tenko with the Firm or the Ronin. I forgot what it's called, but the guys that make Toad Venom. So that would definitely be a nice collab to see. Not only the Blue Zushi mixing with that Toad Venom, a half and half smoothie of that would be incredible, I think, as well as several of their other strains. I know their Paichu is very popular too. I don't know if you guys have ever had the opportunity to try some of that Paichu from the Firm. I haven't been able to try it yet, but I heard it's pretty fire.
I just want to compliment this roll because even like just the attention to detail, you can see that the Cali Blaze like cigar band is like perfectly lined up where that roll is. That's like very, very, very particular. And you can tell that they took pride in rolling this.
So the sticker band is right at the tip of the glass tip. So you're not actually smoking the sticker. It's going all the way down to the tip.
Yeah, I really like when they pay those kinds of attentions to details when you're rolling. I feel like that's what sets you apart. That makes you take pride in it. It's like it's perfect. It's lined up. You really thought about like the placement of it, and yeah. So shout out to Strain Chasers.
Shout out Strain Chasers.
Yeah, they're real good rolls.
And what about you? What vendors do you want to collab?
Oh man, there's so many out there, but I think I would want to see like a flower and some kind of hash. Like only hash has really good hash. So I think it would probably be him with like, oh man, maybe some of that twisted mint. I can't get that twisted mint out of my head. So I feel like if I ever saw that twisted mint in a hash hole, I would want to see it with only hash. That would be really good. Drop in the comments. Anybody try that twisted mint yet? Man, I hope it's still on there.
Another homie, I think I want to say Ed Cosa said he picked up some of that twisted mint. But I know the ounce was on sale too. So they dropped the price on it too, which is incredible. I thought it was the best one out of the ones that they had given me. Even though we still got two strains to try, I think it's the Blueberry Pancakes and the Blue Dream. But, you know.
Yeah, see, I wasn't excited to try those because, like anything with that blueberry terp, I'm not a really big fan of. So I think that's why I really was like, I don't want to try this after we finished the twisted mint.
Definitely. I'm a big fan of the Blueberry terp. I like blueberry. Blue Dream, it's one of those things that you've had so many times, but if it's done right, then it's definitely a classic for a reason. Guys, look how this thing is leaking. I don't know if that's picking it up right there, but
I've read that Blue Dream is a good strain to cook with, so we definitely got to find some good Blue Dream out there that maybe we can infuse in some brownies or some cookies or something.
Definitely.
Oh, that's a good one. Which vendor do you want to see put in a brownie? Which vendor do you think would have some good stuff to put in these edibles?
Oh, for real. All right, let's hop back in the comments. And be sure to let us know down below if you guys can hear us, if you guys can hear this microphone, and if you guys can hear. Yeah, there you go. K-Ham says Scooby probably be thinking who they calling the weenie. Scooby like, I smoke hash on it. Tony T says the collab I need to see is Space City Cannabis and Dope Ass Yola. Damn.
Oh, dang.
Think that's gonna happen, Tony T? I don't know, man. I'm just a small time guy, man.
Yeah, I think y'all have different styles.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Tony T says he hears everything. Hell yeah, that's dope. Dennis Haltman says Old School Hemp has some good Blue Dream. Dang, that's dope. Shout out to Old School.
I'll have to check them out.
Oh man. So on the main channel, guys, we went ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and do this on the live stream today. If we do a live stream, I went ahead and reviewed the Mystic Glue and the Sour Grapes from Miracle of the Desert, guys. So be sure to tune in for that. The Mystic Glue is going to be a cross between Chem Sister, Sour Dub, and Chocolate Diesel. So definitely a crazy ass cross. The Sour Grapes was Sour Diesel times Grape 8. So be sure to tune in to those. I think I'm going to drop the review of the Mystic Glue a little bit later today, maybe around noon. But then again, we're also going to be doing a live stream probably, so be sure to tune in for that.
Right, we got a lot of content coming up. We also have some more. I got some Pineapple Express pre-rolls and some Pineapple Express gummies coming to Mrs. Space City. So make sure you go subscribe. Let's get those numbers up, guys.
Hell yeah, get those numbers up. Man, that hash oil is kicking, dude. Sheesh. That thing's potent, man.
Dang.
Tony T says, I'll talk to Thomas. Let him know, man. Hit him up in the email. Be like, hey, Space City says you want to show on a smoke session. And K Hand says, Tony T, you plugged in? Come on, man. He's going to ride his moped all the way over there to Cali, man. Tony T says, K Ham, unfortunately not, just playing and dreaming. Man, dude, leave it to K Ham to mess up Tony T's dream. Let that man believe, dude. Check out the merch too, guys.
Mine got the leaf and everything on it.
With the joint, breaking it down, rolling it up, and then smoking it down the bottom.
This is my favorite one.
Mm-hmm. Look at that donut right there, guys. Sheesh. Man, that's a good hash roll right there, guys. Especially for the price, you can't beat it, guys. We went ahead and picked up 10 hash rolls for under $200. So easily, you can resell these for 40 to 50 bucks. No questions asked. As soon as you see that strain chasers, people are going to be like, what the fuck? Just a little hack for you guys out there. If you're looking for hash rolls, be sure to join us tomorrow for Hash Roll Sunday as well. We're going to be having some more of these Cali Blaze hash rolls, as well as that Shop Ella Mary hash roll. So stay tuned for that. All right, guys. Who else should we have collab? Oh my God, these freaking nuts. What if we see who's got some good fire rosin? I would like to see like Rise Hemp, man. I've been seeing some fire rosin coming from them, and Shop Ella Mary for them to collab. That would be pretty cool. You know, two smaller companies, I guess you could say, Rise Hemp and Shop Ella Mary. Definitely would be fire to see them collab on like a hash roll or something. So just throwing that out there, you know.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, are you keeping it like black market times black market with THCA online vendor with THC online vendor?
That'd be interesting.
I think it all just comes down to who has the best what. Like if you feel like this vendor online has the best flower, then just pair them with somebody who you already know has good rosin. Like that's all you really gotta do. It's just trying to pair the best with the best. I don't feel like black market and online is like a huge difference that, oh my God, you can just tell right away from opening the bag. You just can't.
Yeah, I think especially when it comes down to rosin, it's the same process. It's all about the flour that you're using to press that rosin, and at that level, I don't think there's any difference, man. That's straight from the grill, frozen and then washed and then pressed into some rosin. So, man, I think it's just finding the best rosin to pair with the best flour, or a combination of those. So for me, I would definitely love some Feel Good rosin. I've had it off of Shop Ella Mary. I thought it was some of the best rosin I've had. Feel Good, they've already collabed with Fidel's. It was out there at Hash Holes and Donuts. The homie Pemex is probably going to have those hash holes coming up too. So I'm definitely going to be picking up one of those, maybe 2 or 3. But I think Feel Good rosin and Tenco would make definitely a fire collab like that. Feel Good and Tenco, or who's another fire hash maker? I've been hearing a lot about Yeti Melts. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Yeti Melts and Victory Farms, but I've been following them on Instagram. They got some fire stuff. They're actually going to be collabing with Fire Farmer. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Fire Farmer, but he's definitely got some fire ass stuff. You guys have definitely seen some of his hash rolls on the main channel. He just had a batch of Red Hots that came out that's supposed to be super fire. And if you haven't heard of Fire Farmer, I definitely think you should Google him right quick. He's one of the guys that created Crunch Berries, I believe it was.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. So definitely check him out. Um, they definitely got some fire ass stuff, along with I think it's LA Daily Source. I don't know if you guys follow LA Daily Source on Instagram. They also have some fire ass rosin and flour, guys. So be sure to check them out. Fire Farmer and LA Daily Source.
That one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. F-I-Y-A. Fire Farmer.
Yep. F-I-Y-A Farmer. If you want to see some dope ass stuff, go ahead and follow him. And yeah, man, he's out there in Cali making it happen, bringing these new genetics, bringing these new flavors. I think his next batch is going to be Lululemon. Tony T says, K-Hand Special, Crushing Dreams. K-Hand says, can I get some THCA Toad Venom? Since I guess I'm not going to see the real. Bro, hit up Token Terps, man. Token Terps had that Toad Venom, bro. You should have hit him up for a Toad Venom hash on, dog, and then flex on me. I kept forgetting to hit him up to see how much it was, because I seen the price on these Cali Blades, and I was like, oh, man, I got to get that. I got to get that, man. I could have either got 4 hash holes or 10. So I was like, I'm going to go with 10. So.
Yeah, especially when you're just looking at the quality, like, that's really good quality for that price.
Definitely, man. Yeah, guys, if you haven't done so already, check out Cali Blade. Shout out to the homie K-Ham for putting us on game on that one. Waiting for them to come out with some new flavors, man. They're pretty much sold out of most of the flavors. They only had pretty much 3 flavors left, which were pretty fire. That permanent marker with the honey banana was one of them. Another one was lemon tree times gelato 41. And then another one was grape pie or something like that. Just crazy combos, right? So be sure to check out Cali Blaze. Definitely got some fire collabs on there. They also have that preferred seed, the one that won that competition, the $60,000 competition. So check that out too. K-Hand says, I don't think I can afford that. Hey man, you never know. You never know. It might be the same price as the other hash shows, dude. You don't know, man. Damn, K-Hand, what's your limit? What's your price limit on the hash on, man? I'm thinking I ain't spending more than $100 on the hash on, man. And that just takes me back to that cannoli from Zachwood, man. Buy that cannoli, and I was like, oh man, I was better off. I was better off rolling with myself. Gee, I could have got a loose leaf, some of this homegrown, a little bit of only hash in that motherfucker, man, and I could have made it happen, bro. It is what it is. $100 for me, I guess, would be the cap for a hash roll. What about you, dude?
Ooh, I don't know. For one?
For one hash roll.
One? Man. I feel like if I can get this for 20, then my cap might be like 60.
$60?
Yeah,
That's
not
like
bad. 60, yeah.
$60
I
for
mean,
a hash roll.
Shoot, yeah, because then if I find these and I got $60 to spend, I get 3 of them.
True that.
So, yeah, it depends on the price. But for this, I mean, the quality is there. I'm glad we tried these.
Yeah, definitely glad to try these. And just for a little bit of reference, those Fidel's hash shows, those Fidel's with the Feel Good, with the other collabs that they've done Kapow Berries. They've done, who else have they? They've done plenty of collabs, Gas No Breaks, Circuit Cannabis. Mm-hmm. Those run about $70. So those come with the rip tip though, so yeah, I guess that's a little bit of an added value. So
that's what I was also gonna say is does it come with like these nice glass ones that you can reuse and the ones that have like the mesh filter and like the colorful ones and all these different kinds that they have. So I feel like that also plays a factor. If it's like a little bit more and I'm getting a nice tip too, like yeah, I might. All right, 7. I might spend that extra 10. The extra 10 just for a cool tip.
Yeah.
It's all the details. It's always in the details. Like, people are willing to spend more if they see that you really put a lot of work into the product. I feel like if it looks good and all that, then people will buy it.
Now, Tony T says for $100 for one hash hole, it would have to be 8 picks now, man, a double barrel, and at least 3.5 grams inside. God damn, Tony T. Typically, if you're spending $100 on a hash hole, it's going to be 2 grams times 0.5, or at times a whole gram of rosin, 2 grams of flour and a gram of rosin. I think that Sweet Retreat or that Sweets Factory, the hash hole that Kay Hammond and my wife and I had out there in Austin, I believe that was like a 2 grammer and a full gram of rosin, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was like a big one. That was a big one.
Mm-hmm. That motherfucker burned for like 45, 50 minutes, man, with 3 heads on it. That was crazy. And I want to say that was Fire Farmer too. That was Fire Farmer's flour in that hash hole.
They're on guard. They're on duty today.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, what are you watching?
What are you watching?
I think now we're gonna try this segment out on the podcast. What are you watching? And whether you guys are watching it on Netflix, on Hulu, on Apple TV, on HBO Max, drop down below in the comments what you guys are watching. I've been watching pretty much 3 shows that I've been keeping up with. The first one's going to be Shameless. We've been going back and rewatching Shameless. I believe we're on like season 9, so we're almost wrapping up. It's got about like 11 seasons, so it's a crazy ass journey. If you haven't watched it yet, be sure to check out Shameless on Netflix. Definitely a dope ass show. Another show that's super fire right now is going to be Alien Earth on Hulu, and that's going to be pretty much just following the story of aliens and them crashing down on Earth. The whole Aliens franchise is super interesting, super violent too. Keeping up with that Aliens franchise where they're pretty much just like chopping bodies up and fucking guts everywhere and just super crazy shit, man. But yeah, if you haven't seen it already, check out Alien Earth on Hulu. And then the third show that I've been watching is going to be...
Wait a minute. That's enough from you. So you named 2 shows. Okay. I watch shows too, without you. The last one I'm going to say is Wednesday, because there's a lot of fans of Wednesday, whether you're from like 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, like everybody knows Wednesday. So we've definitely been watching Wednesday. That one was... I like the first season a little bit better, but it's been pretty good still. It's a good show to watch. So yeah, that's our 3 shows.
And then the last one is going to be Peacemaker. So Peacemaker is on HBO Max. So if you haven't watched it yet, definitely check it out. It's a super fire show. It's basically going back into like the DCU, which is going to be the opposite of like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's going to be DC's version of that. So you're going to see like Superman. You're going to see Mr. Fantastic. Pretty much people that popped up in the latest Superman movie. So it's all going to be tied in together. So definitely check that out. And all of that transitions into like the next Superman movie and the next superhero movies in the DC franchise. So definitely some dope shows to check out: Shameless, Alien Earth, Wednesday, and Peacemaker. So be sure to check those out. Tony T says YouTube subscriptions, except for the Formula One. Attention span doesn't hold a full episode of anything.
Oh man.
Tony T says I ain't watching anything.
Just watch the pilot, see if you like it. the first
trailer.
Watch the
trailer.
But yeah, there's some good ones out there. We started rewatching Jurassic Park with our kids because like it came out a long time ago, obviously for some of us, and you can just tell over time how different the movies have become, like just with all the graphics, with all the development that they've made in these last like 20, 30, 50 years for these movies. So I'm excited to see the new one because we went back and watched all these other ones. So you can definitely tell the difference. And, I think it's just a good like classic story, good movie to watch with the kids, family.
Yeah. Definitely a fun watch, especially with the newer ones with the upgraded graphics and all the new stuff, especially with the Raptors. I don't know if you guys saw the last Jurassic Park movies with all the Raptors and stuff. So that was definitely interesting. And with the newest movie that came out, I think it's Scarlett Johansson and some other people in there. It's remade, so it's pretty much like a reboot, I want to say. So pretty much starting all over from the beginning. So definitely going to be interesting to see like what route they take. If it's going to be similar to the first one, if it's going to be like a whole new idea, a whole new story. So definitely going to be interesting to watch.
For sure.
What about that Governor show? What you watching that Governor?
Yeah, I'm into like the Tyler Perry stuff, so I like Miss Governor. I think it's just like a funny watch. It kind of reminds me of just like a funny '90s sitcom, I guess. So yeah, yeah, that's what I've been watching. So it is. It has its funny parts. I feel like just the shows and stuff they have now, they're not as like loose in their vocabulary and what they say and what people take offense to. So I feel like it's not the same, but they like kind of teeter on it. So it's good.
Hell yeah. And a prime example of that would have to be It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I don't know if you guys have ever watched that show, but the way that I explain it to people is like it's a live action version of South Park. The same way that South Park is like crazy and says wild shit and mocks people and stuff like that. It's very similar to how It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia handles things with a not so light approach, just raw, brutal, old school comedy, which is hilarious, man. So if you haven't watched It's Always Sunny, be sure to check them out. They've been around for a long ass time too. They've got a bunch of seasons. I never used to watch the show. I remember my brother used to watch it, and then eventually he talked me into watching an episode, and then we went back and rewatched like the whole first season, and watched a couple more. But definitely, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I haven't watched an episode in a long ass time, but I just remember that being as real edgy and not so what's the term, woke.
There you go. But I also feel like maybe that's kind of what had brought us together, kind of back then, versus now. I feel like there's so much like division and separation, and it just, I don't know, it's a little different nowadays. So I feel like that's kind of when we laughed at ourselves like the most and we're comfortable. So I feel like that's what I've taken away from some of these like shows and stuff that I watched over the years. Just the difference of how people treat each other.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Let's go ahead and check out these comments. Tony T says it's like when watching Jaws again. Yeah, Jaws, man.
There you go, man. I used to hate shark movies. Like, it used to freak me out when I would go to like even the pool or the beach or anywhere. I'm like, there's sharks. I know there is. I know they're coming for me.
Ruben Wall says, hey, Space City Hip and TV reviews. Definitely, man. We should start another channel, man. Space City channel. Tony T says, last time I saw Jaws, my friend was mixing up LSD crystals to liquid, and so much was going in the air that old movie turned into 3D. Oh, tripping. Damn, my boy Tony T was having a Universal ride before Universal was even out, man. He had that Jaws coming out at him like that. Whoa. Whoa. No. Damn, Tony T.
If there was a ride with sharks, I couldn't. I really do like the Houston Aquarium. If you've ever been to the Houston Aquarium, they have that little ride. And like little sharks pop out, and it freaks me out.
Yeah. Ruben Wall says TV reviews are cool, especially when you lift it. Damn, that's definitely pretty cool, man. Definitely gonna have to check it out.
Especially when you watch like How High or Pineapple Express. Like,
oh man, those are classic.
Yeah.
I see a little Cali roll over there.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah.
What you got over there? Go ahead. What you got?
Got some Cali roll right here. Got a little pink roll right there.
Let's go ahead and spike that up. Let's go ahead and spike that up.
Pink tip.
With the pink tip.
Okay. With some homegrown Cali roll.
Now, Tony T says on the 14-inch bubble TV. Ruben Wall says I started watching the new King of the Hill. Oh no way! Oh. I heard they had rebooted that on Hulu. Man, how's that?
Hey, that's cool.
Jeez.
Thanks. Because usually when you have sex with me, it's usually like It'll just drop it if I don't get it. So I thought you were gonna drop it, so I just snatched it right quick. So good.
Very aggressive. But yeah, River Walls, how's that King of the Hill, man? I didn't really watch it much as a kid. It was I didn't find it like too funny.
I thought it was pretty funny.
But then as you get older and you start watching, like, oh man, it's just fucking hilarious. Dude.
That must be an old soul.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah, King of the Hill. I know they're all grown up now, but I haven't followed the story. I don't really know what's going on with it. But yeah, King of the Hill reboot. Let us know what you think.
I don't know. I'm not too much into like when they try to reboot it. Like Full House was cool. Fuller House, like, what are we doing, guys? What are we doing? So there's some stuff that I'm like, I guess sequels. Like it's hard to make a good sequel, whether it's a movie or any kind of series, or like you bring something back 20 years later. Like if they did a Friends reunion, we're all watching that. Everybody knows like we're gonna watch a Friends reunion. If it's like a 50-year reunion, nobody cares. Like we're gonna watch it. So.
Dang, yeah, Friends reunion would be crazy. Y'all let us know if you guys ever watched the show Friends, man. Don't be embarrassed to admit that you watched it. I never watched it until my wife introduced me to Friends. And man, it's a good ass fucking show, man. It's just fucking hilarious, dude.
Yeah.
Friends, be sure to check it out. What's it on? I think it's on I think it's on Prime. Is it on Amazon Prime?
I think so. I thought it was on Netflix at some point.
If it's not on that, I want to say it was on Max, HBO Max. Something like that. But Friends, man.
Yeah, those guys are, those guys, that was good. It was like life problems. It was like real life problems, I guess. Not like, but like for TV.
For TV.
Not real life problems, but like real life problems for TV.
Tony T says he's watched every episode of Friends. Ruben Wall says it's on Hulu. King of the Hill season 14. It's cool as hell.
Nice. That's good when they bring something back and it's like you enjoy it. That's the best.
Mm-hmm. Tony T says Friends, seen all episodes if you mean that old series. Hell yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about. Friends. Not many of us have them. Kay Han says I watch this show on Sundays around 4 p.m., but sometimes it doesn't come on. Tony T said, what's the name of that show, Kay? Tony T says, Married with Children have to be my favorite. Damn! How can we forget Married with Children, man? Damn, that was a great show. I think that's the first,
like, what I would consider kind of raunchy. Like, that's the first thing I remember watching that was, like, kind of like, oh, like, this is a little risque.
Oh, man. Fucking Married with Children, man. What a great show, dude. That and Tool Time. I don't know if you guys ever watched Tool Time.
Oh, yeah.
Was it called Tool Time?
Where's the guy that talks like this and you can't see him? He talks over the fence.
Mm-hmm. Tony T says, Smiley cat, smiley cat. That's how you know Tony T's a real fan, man. He says, smelly cat, smelly cat.
What are they?
What?
They're eating pup cups.
Oh, man.
Get away.
What about the Twilight Zone? You guys ever watch the Twilight Zone? Or what was the other one? Outer Limits. You guys ever used to watch this show called Outer Limits? It was pretty much like, what's the show that they have now? Black Mirror? It's pretty much like another Black Mirror where it's like tripped out stories that are like crazy as hell, man. Which reminds me of this other show.
You're into some really good shows. You've made me explore different ideas and theories and stuff like that. So you got some good shows.
Yeah. Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, 10 to 2, man. Taylor. Kahan says 10 to 2.
The outer something.
Oh, Outer Limits.
Outer Limits.
Tony T says Tool Time with Tim Taylor. Yes. Hell yeah. Kahan says, did you read Goosebumps? Hell yeah, man. I used to watch the show too. I used to watch the show.
I used to watch the show. I didn't read the books. The books I read were like scary stories to tell in the dark, like all those like weird ones. Oh man, there's a couple that I still remember that still like freaking out.
But before Goosebumps, man, we had Tales from the Crypt. Tales from the Crypt.
Oh yeah, that was
I
freaky.
don't know if you
Yeah,
used to watch
that was
that show.
That was kind of freaky.
Tales from the Crypt was pretty good.
See, I think I used to be in the spooky stuff, and then I'm just like, I don't like spooky stuff no more. I used to like it for a little bit, and then I'm like, oh, there's real fears in life. No, thank you.
Dang.
Like those Final Destination movies, man, all those Final Destination movies messed us up. I can't drive behind no trucks with some poles. I can't do that. I can't do that. I second guess every time I go on a roller coaster.
Yeah, this Cali roll is real good. Fact or fiction? That's what I was gonna say. There's a show called Fact or Fiction where they were like, you know, tell you this crazy ass story, and at the end you would have to guess: was it real? Was it fake?
Oh man.
Was it made up? Was it dramatized? Or was it the real deal Holyfield, man? That was a crazy ass show too, because every now and again you would think that it was fake, and they're like, this one was 100% fact. You're like, what the fuck? That shit was wild. Holy shit. But yeah, Fact or Fiction, that was another good show.
I can't remember what this other one was. I think it was called Ancient Aliens.
Ancient Aliens was also really good too.
That one was the first one I remember that's like, this is something I wouldn't have like picked to watch, but it was very interesting.
Mm-hmm. Ancient Aliens was cool until I got into season 457. And I was like, all right, guys, like, what the fuck are we doing here, man? We're revisiting the same shit, talking about the fucking same locations. And I'm like, oh, man. But, yeah. There was another one. I was going to say another one. That's some good bud right here. All right, guys. Enough of the watching. Let's go ahead and move on to the next topic here. Best ways to consume. So for you guys, how do you guys prefer to consume? Do you guys like to smoke? Do you guys like to vaporize? Do you guys like edibles? Do you guys like vape pens, things like that? For me, it would definitely have to be combustion, especially with papers. I like rolling something up. I like having something that I can chief on, as opposed to having to take one hit and then taking a break and then having to reheat it or light it back up. I feel like this is just something, I can have and just keep pulling on it, especially if you got some fire-ass flower, man. You definitely want to sit there and keep cheating on it.
Yeah, I enjoy this. I do enjoy this. But because of the experiences I've had with edibles now, I feel like that for me is the best way because there is no kind of smell, no nothing. I can make it myself, which is like a big plus. I don't have to really go anywhere. I just have to have the ingredients and I can do it myself. So you save, I feel like, money in that form too. And they hit, like, it does take a little bit for some of them to hit, like a little longer, but when they do hit, like they hit for hours if you get like a good one, or if it's like just, I guess, well made and distributed in your body for the next like 3 to 6 hours or so. But I've definitely become a bigger and bigger fan of just taking an edible and like I'm good. I'm good for a while.
A nice little edible. Now, what would you say your dosage is?
So we took a few different ones in the beginning. And I remember we had the one, we talked about it earlier. I had the one from Fresh Grown, Texas. That was like 1,000 milligram gummy. And you took a bunch of them. I don't even remember. It was like 5 or 6 maybe that you took.
I took 5, and then the 6th one was one that you took.
Okay, yeah. And then I took that one. So on the way home, that's when I'm like, wow, okay, so they do work. It was just a lot. And so then I started going like lower and lower. So the next time it was the High Tide Pizza Spacewalks lemonade. Those were 500, and I was like, okay, these are real good. This is like a good night out. And then I started trying to figure out what a daily dose is. So for me, I think a daily dose is anywhere between 25 to 50 milligrams of whatever it is, like whether it's in one gummy, all the gummies. But yeah, like good day, 25, 50, which is pretty easy to make here at home. So yeah, like I can make weeks like
25 to 50 milligrams is a nice dosage. I wish edibles would hit me, but unfortunately, no, they don't have any kind of effect on me. So sadly, I can't consume that way. The homie Tony T says, if I have access to showers, the chillum is my absolute favorite way. Everything else is going in the spliff. Hell yeah, my boy. Dennis Halterman says, my old ass lungs, I just vape these days. That's what's up, Dennis. Nothing wrong with that, man. What do you think, man? Coming from combustion to vaporizing, Dennis, would you say that there's more flavor with the vaporizing as opposed to having like just papers? Let me know.
You've also come a long way with edibles too, with being able to like nano infuse drinks and stuff like that. So those like seltzers and stuff that we have now are really good.
Yeah, those seltzers are very nice, especially if edibles do affect you, and combustion isn't your preferred method of consumption. Those blood orange seltzers from Black Tie were phenomenal, guys. Those tasted good. You couldn't even taste anything that was in it. It just tasted like a nice blood orange seltzer, and it was definitely, I think, like 25 or 50 milligrams, something like that.
It was 50 for the whole can. It was a 4-pack, and it's 40, I think, online. But you use Post Bay City, and you save like almost $10, I think. So that's pretty good. We have some more stuff coming from them. Some Pineapple Express pre-rolls and some Pineapple Express gummies that I'll be reviewing on Post Bay City.
Nice, classic Pineapple Express.
Yeah.
Classic strain right there.
Yeah, I was very excited when I saw those. I was like, oh. And they're blunt pre-rolls. They're not like papers or velvets or anything. They're blunts and they're pre-rolls, yeah. So they look pretty good. I'm excited for those.
Hell yeah. I think that's another thing that I like too is blunts, man. I haven't smoked blunts in a long time, but every now and again, you know, we twist up a white owl or something. I might pick up some loose leaves and roll up a cigar hash roll one of these days. I think we might do that. But definitely like a blunt every now and again just for that flavor. But I don't smoke them as often as I used to. Back in the days, it was just like everything we rolled up was blunts. Everything. We went through the whole Garcia Vega phase, the White Owl phase, the Swisher phase, everything. So, and I think the one that we finally landed on was the White Owls.
Vanilla chocolate.
Vanilla chocolate.
Vanilla chocolate. Yeah, I like those.
You want to roll one up? We still got one in there. This is a good occasion.
Yeah, there you go.
Space City Podcast. Let's go ahead and roll up a blunt. My wife is really good at rolling up blunts, especially with her nails. So we'll definitely go ahead and knock this one out.
That's why I made that short, because everybody says it's because of my nails. And then I took my paws off. Still a little good.
Damn, this calorie was looking real good, y'all.
I know, right? It is. Pretty good. All right.
I wish you guys could see it.
She sure is. Nice. If you could consume edibles that hit you, do you think you would like that? Just a high dose that lasts for hours?
I think so. I think that would be pretty cool. Just having something that carries me throughout the day. That'd be pretty cool. But then it's also good to have a break too from going to work. That's usually like a 6 to 8 hour shift of not having anything, just hanging out, chilling. And then finally coming back and consuming this house. So I do like those breaks. I like having like those 6 to 8 hour breaks in between. But then again, an edible would be nice to carry you through. So hell yeah.
A little something.
A little something.
Yeah, these gummies have been pretty good. The ones from Shop Pillow Mary I really like, because those red ones tasted like Kool-Aid.
Oh, hell yeah. Dennis Halterman says, flavor sometimes better in the vape. It's different and it depends on the strain. Indeed. That's another thing that's hard to get down is a genetic on a certain flower or a certain strain. Is who's going to be growing it the best or who has the best cut of it to where the terps are actually coming out. That flower is flavorful, it's burning nice, and just nice and clean and smooth. So genetics definitely has a big factor to play with that, especially with a lot of these plants that just cross with everything else and then cross again. So those genetics are being diluted And we're rolling up some more of this Cali roll in this white owl. So very, very nice. We're gonna go ahead and smoke the blunt right here.
I think it's because Wednesday when we had the rolling session and I rolled the blunt and you were like, "Dang, these are good." Mm-hmm. I remember these.
Tony T says, "Angle the camera down towards the roller." We go ahead and try to angle this camera down.
Mm-hmm. You just flip it.
Oh yeah. Flip it. Give me a second, guys. Let me go ahead and flip the camera around so you guys can see her rolling up this blunt. Oh, watch out, Teddy.
Oh, this is difficult.
There we go.
Now, can you see what I'm doing?
There you go. Give me some more room. Let me go ahead and grab one of these tabletop lights as well so you guys can see. There we have it, guys.
Don't want to waste any. I didn't do the tuck, so I was going to use a little filter right here.
Tony T says, "I seem to lose all my lighters today, running around hunting now."
Brush.
Brush. There you go.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Tony T says, "Angle the camera to the pro roller." Say yes, thank you. Ruben Wall says, "Hey, Space, I don't ever see you hit a pipe." Damn, man, it's been a long time, man. Go back and check out some of my earlier reviews. You guys will see that we used to review all flour through a pipe. But definitely don't really hit pipes that much. It's been a while since we have. But yeah, I just prefer papers, Ruben Walls. But we definitely have that boot. We have that whale, Philip II. We also have a pipe from Revelry. But yeah, it's been a minute since I've hit a pipe. No worries, Ruben Walls. You can say whatever you want to on here, man. No need to be sorry. You're amongst friends.
All right, let me get a little filter right here. And we do the little same Z pattern. And then we're just going to shove it in there and smoke it. You know, I do like blunts. I do miss blunts. It's been, how long would you say it's been since we had a blunt?
Oh, man. Since the last time, it's probably been a few weeks for sure. Definitely a few weeks since we've had Blunskies. Comment down below if you guys are blunt smokers. What was your favorite flavor? Ruben Wall says, I understand sometimes it's harsh. Hell yeah, but when you got some fire ass flour, man, definitely a pipe is very nice. Definitely helps keep that flavor on the palate for a long time. Mm-hmm. Ooh, very nice. Look at that, guys.
You're gonna flip it.
Yeah, let's go ahead and flip the camera back around. Give me a second. I'm going to cut the video feed and we'll be right back.
Flip man.
All right, guys, and we're back. So let's go ahead and spark up this blunt piece right here. It's going to be a white owl chocolate and vanilla.
Yes, with Cali rolls.
Filled up with that Cali roll. Hell yeah. Tony T says, good looking, respect, especially with those nails. Very nice. Ruben Wall says, man, that's nice, Mr. Space City. He said, let's hit it now. Hell yeah. And shout out to you guys for tuning in to the Space City podcast. Don't forget to hop into the live chat, interact with the topics we got going on. What are you watching? What vendor collabs would you guys like to see? And what is your favorite way to consume? So be sure to let us know down in the comments. Shout out to the replay squad if you're watching this on the replay. And be sure to comment. What's your favorite way to consume? What vendor collabs would you like to see? Whether it's a Cali brand or it's a online THCA brand like Black Tie, Shopping on Mary, Lit Farms, let us know. And lastly, let us know what you're watching.
Now for hash, do you prefer it in a device or do you prefer a good hash on?
I think I prefer it as a hash on for sure. But a device is the only way you're going to get that full terpy flavor profile of that rosin. So I think the best way to do a hash show is, to always hit it first, do an E-rig so you get the full flavor profile, and that way you're able to pair it up with certain flowers too.
Yeah, I think I like the devices. Yeah, I think just because it hits like quick. It hits quick and it hits me at least more like an edible, so it's like a quick edible. So that's why I prefer it. Mm-hmm. And like you said, that it's more flavor.
Definitely more flavorful, for sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's the chocolate and vanilla.
The chocolate and vanilla shining through.
Yeah.
That Cali roll is definitely nice, and that's just the trim right there too. So definitely going to be nice to try it out once it's been cured out. It's had that 30, 40, 60-day cure on it, so definitely going to be nice to check out. Definitely. So 1,000 milligrams is the highest dosage on the edible you would try? What if there was a 1,500 milligram edible? Would you try it?
I think I'd be open to trying any amount just because, I don't think I would die. Mm-hmm. I think if anything, I would sleep. Maybe not feel too good, but I would take it.
Interesting. I've always wanted to try those Stars of Death that Joey Diaz used to give to people on his podcast. I think those are like 5,000 or 10,000 milligrams each. Mm-hmm. So definitely want to try one of those. I don't think they even sell them anymore.
Yeah. I really don't think it would do anything except really push you. Like, you could always just sleep it off. It's not like alcohol, you can get alcohol poisoning.
Hell yeah. And let us know in the comments what's the highest milligram dosage you guys have done. I think for me it was that you would do. I think in one sitting was those 5,000 milligrams. It was 5 1,000 milligram gummies, and I'm pretty sure we had some other gummies there. Like we sampled some that people had. but at least 5,000 milligrams in one sitting. So, and again, no effect, man, nothing. So,
What is it, 11% of the world that are feeling?
I think it's 11 or 13% of the world is unaffected by edibles. So, I remember there's somebody saying that those people should be studied to figure out why and what's going on. So, definitely interesting.
Yeah, for sure. But there's also some people, it's like, it's not so much that it's like, it's going to harm your body. It's just that, like, it puts you in a weird mental state. And I really feel like a lot of it, like, even like mushrooms and all that, like, it depends on the state you are before you actually take it. Like, if I'm somewhere, like, just here chilling, I'll be good. But if I'm, like, having to drive or having to go to work or having to do something, like, you don't want to have to do anything. You want to just chill and see how it affects you and then see how much you can function from there. But I think that's why people are like hesitant for edibles too, is because they're just like, I don't want to have like a weird trip, and it all just depends on, I think, your mindset going into it.
Definitely.
Like the first time you drive isn't by yourself, so like you go at somebody's experience, same concept.
Yeah. I remember trying a mushroom chocolate with I think it was 4 grams of mushrooms in it, but I didn't really feel much. I think I was just like a little high. Maybe I had the giggles a little bit, but that was about it. Mm-hmm. Ruben Wall says, I bet that's hitting very nicely. Definitely hitting real good. Ruben Walls also says, puff, puff, pass, and sure would like to hit that. Hell yeah. Tony T says, my friend and me was bringing home smoke and bullets we swallowed. One of his 5 grams broke. He still felt it after a week. Damn, man. He had to get it out the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, so it runs through your system. Like some of it stays in there longer than others, but I've definitely felt some that stay overnight where I wake up and I'm like still feeling pretty good, but nothing to the point where I can't like get up. So I'm like, no, it's good. It's good. I've learned my dosage. I stay within it.
You gotta stay within your dosage.
Yeah. So now when I get like edibles or gummies or anything, like I know, okay, let's try 3 of these on this one. So that's how I kind of determine how many I'm going to take, is like how many per dose, which I'm hoping to get these. I think these gummies are going to ship soon, the liquid gummies. But we need to see what those are about, because the first liquid gummies I got in the pack, they were packed with a seltzer. So they leaked out of the bag, and so they sent me new ones. But they said it is supposed to be in a liquid state. So my question is, if the bag is 25 milligrams and it's a liquid state and it says the serving is, I think it says 5 milligrams, wouldn't me as a consumer want it to already be divided into the 5 servings, like how other gummies and stuff are? Because I get the concept of the liquid gummy, but that, like, you would take maybe what, half, or like there's not a way to like really dose what you're wanting. Like if I'm only wanting 10 or 15 milligrams, I have to figure out, I guess, by weight how much that would be. So yeah, that I don't know. We're gonna figure this out with the liquid gummies, but it's 25 milligrams for the bag, so I should be able to just take the whole bag and at least see what it tastes and feels like. But for anybody wanting to take a smaller dose, like if it's not already in pre like servings, then I wouldn't take it.
Dang, man. So definitely. I would stick to the whole gummies because, yeah, that's pretty confusing on the packaging right there. Especially if edibles do hit me.
Yeah.
I'd want to hit, like, like, all right, I'm taking 2 gummies, or as opposed to, damn, I have to take 5 gummies at once. So.
Yeah, there's just not a way to know how much you're taking, and that's just not safe. So.
All right, guys, coming up on an hour, we're going to go ahead and sign off on this podcast. Thank you guys for joining us so much. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the topics. Be sure to comment if you guys are watching us on the replay. Let us know what you think. And thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to check out the Space City Cannabis channel, Space City Grows, as well as Mrs. Space City on YouTube, guys. Anything else?
No, we got just more reviews, more products coming from Black Tie. And yeah, Another rolling session next week.
Yeah, another rolling session. Be sure to tune in, guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.